Good morning everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ana Agung Istri Dwi Santi. I am from class 4C and my last name 077. On this occasion, I will explain the material regarding transformation. Before discussing the material, I would like to explain the learning objective of the topic. 1. Understand the concept of transformation. 2. Record mixes with table of transformation. 3. Apply transformation formula to determine the image of object. Next, so here I want to ask what is a transformation? Next. Yeah, good job. In the definition, a transformation is a function that maps a shape or a graph from its original position to a new one on a coordinate line. This transformation allows us to move in rotations or resize two-dimensional figure with perfect precision. As you can see on the side, there are four types transformation. We can sign this figure. 1. We can move it, which we call translation. 2. We can flip it now as reflection. And 3. We can rotate it, uh, which is rotation. And finally, we can resize it, uh, the called dilatation. So the transformation are essentially the mathematical rule that defines how shape interaction with the shape around them. Next. Now let's dive into our first type of transformation. Translation or Indonesian, we call it pergeseran. Definition, simplified, the translation is a transformation that slides a shape from one position to another with or changing its size or shape. Things of it stacking on object and moving it along a straight path. It does not rotate, it does not flip, it just slide. Next, the transformation line consisted of the direction of movement. We move horizontally and verticality. For horizontal move, a positive value means right and negative means left. For vertical movement, positive is up and negative is down. Next, we can also express the translation as a matrix. Here, the top value A is the horizontal component and the bottom value B is the vertical component. The translation on side can be written as 7 4. Next, formula translation. If we have a point a comma y, x comma y, the translation is a b. The new position on the image x-axis is calculated by adding the components. So the formula is x-axis x plus b plus a comma y plus b. It's straightforward. You just add the horizontal sign to the x-coordinate and the vertical sign to the y-coordinate. Next, example, point A, 2, minus 7 is a translation by t over t. Determine the coordinate of the image of a point A. And alternative solution, x-axis with accent equal 2 minus 7 plus 4t equal 2 plus 4 minus 7 plus 3. And so the coordinate of the cell of a point A are accent minus 6, minus 4. Next. Type 2 reflection or pencerminan. Definisi, reflection is a transformation is flip a shape across a line, creating a mirror image. The key rule here is that the image and the pre-image have the same discussed from the line of reflection, but they are positioned on opposite sides. Next, before we move on the specific type, it's crucial to understand the properties of reflection. There are two main rules we must remember. First, the distance from any point on the object to mirror is exactly the same as the distance the corresponding point on the image to the mirror. Second, the mirror objects are always facing each other. Next, uh, explain reflection type. One, reflection about the x-axis. Reflection about x-axis, when we reflection a point over the x-axis, the horizontal point stay the same, but the vertical point is flipped. So for any point, a x comma y is image become x-axis x comma minus y. Imagining folding your paper text along the x-axis. Uh, 2. Reflection about the y-axis. Uh, Here the vertical height remains constant, while the horizontal point changes. Therefore, a point a x comma y will be reflected to x-axis minus x comma y. Reflex 3. Reflection on the line y comma x. When we reflected a point over the yellow plane y comma x, something interesting happened. The coordinates are their place. So when a x comma y simply becomes x-axis y comma x. For reflection on the line x equal minus x, y equal minus x. Similarity for the reflection on the line y equal minus x. The coordinate same place, but also become negative. Thus, a x comma y transform into x-axis minus y comma minus x. And then last, reflection about the origin 0, 0. Next is the reflection about the origin. This is a special case because it reflects the point of the center point 0, 0. But the x and y coordinates change their shape, resulting in the x-axis minus x, comma minus y. And next example, determine the image of a point 2, minus minus 7. If it's reflection about the x-axis, uh, an alternative solution x-axis, y-axis equal 1, 0, 0 minus 7 plus xy and equal 1, 0, 0 minus 7 times 2 minus 7 and equal to 7. So the image is 2 comma minus 7. And determine the image a point 2 minus 7 if it is reflected about the x-axis. Yes, type 3, rotation or perputaran. Definisi, rotation is a form of transformation by turning an object based on a constant angle and direction related to its center of rotation. Next, uh, is it's important to know the direction of rotation. Mathematically, a counterclockwise rotation is a considered positive, while a clockwise rotation is negative. This rule helps us consistently determine the position of our image. Next, rotation with center 0, 0 by 19 counterclockwise. The new image accent. If we rotation a point A, x, y is a rotation about the original 0, 0 by 19 counterclockwise, its image is uh, uh, A accent minus y, comma, x. Next, finally, for 180 counterclockwise, uh, if a point x, y is rotated about the original 0, 0 by 180 counterclockwise, then its image is x accent minus x, minus y. This is a like flipping the point completely from the origin to the opposite. Next example, determine the image point 9, minus 2. The rotation are 0, 90 degrees. X accent and alternative solution, x accent, y accent equals cos 90 clockwise minus sin 90 sin 90 cos 90 and x, y. And 0 minus 1, 1 minus 0, and 9 minus 2, and equal 9, 2. So the image is 2, 9. Next, finally, we reach the last type of transformation, dilatation, perbandingan atau perbesaran atau perkecilan. Definition, dilatation is a sign related to the size of object based on the current scalar vector, and it always refers to a specific point called the center of dilatation. Next, dilatation is a sign that the image of to the determinant the scalar vector, you look at the rotation of the this speciality is the rotation of this case from the current point to image pi accent compared to the discase from the counterpoint to the original object pa. For example, if pa accent equals to pa, it means our scalar vector is 2. Next, here is the formula for dilatation. If we have a point A, x, y, and we dilate it with a center P, A, B, and a scalar vector Q, the new image A accent can be formed using the formula accent q time x minus a plus a comma q y minus b plus b. And the next, well, here in the question we can then consider my presentation. We have learned how shape move through translation, flip through the reflection, rotated through rotation, and sciences through dilatation. These mathematical rules help us understand how objects interact with the shape around them. Thank you for your time and attention.